TYTSports.
It's in the game.
I expected you to get it.
You guys are so good.
Take that. Cut the pen. All right, great intro, Jason. Ready to pick up on the reference. We're going to talk about FIFA 16. I'm counting the days. September. E3 is happening this week. I think someone's going to be previewing it. I want to be there. We don't know what's happening yet, but the game's coming out. We want to give our own TYTSports specific FIFA 16 ratings that we imagine should be changed for the big FIFA 16 announcement. You can see how excited I am about this game. I'm
so
really bad at it. The True Geordie who I play at it has been wiping the floor clean with me. He's literally beat me about the last 5 times. I was getting demolished. So bad. 10 times? Okay.
Close to that.
So
I bet on you every time.
I'm not much of a gamer, but I do enjoy a little FIFA.
You got to enjoy FIFA.
Yeah,
the best thing about it is to drink whilst playing FIFA. So
FIFA shots.
FIFA shots.
Great game.
It makes it so much more fun. Don't play it with someone who's really good though, as Jason finds out when he plays me. Trashed.
Yeah.
Trash.
By halftime.
Yeah.
Like a real football match.
Yeah.
That's the way to make it fun. So we've got a card actually that shows our FIFA ratings from last year.
Yeah,
basically.
it's actually what they are right now.
Oh, right now based on the updates.
Because last year Ronaldo and Messi went in as the same as a 92, but now given Champions League and just happening with his form, so he's a 93.
Let's take a look at what it sees.
I know Neuer was a 90. Here you go. Neuer 90.
Zlatan still a 90 based on this season updates. Arjen Robben. So I guess if players are injured, they don't really alter them.
These are the only 90 plus
players, yeah, in 92.
They don't alter until they get back.
So that was one of the complaints that people were talking about with FIFA 15 is that you have squad updates, but they don't change ratings, I guess, as swiftly enough, is because when you look at players who have performed so unbelievably this season, like a Suarez and Neymar and Pogba's, their ratings should be going up on FIFA 15 when they update.
In the Ultimate Team, they do.
Okay,
you can get on-form players.
Yeah, I know
where you
that,
match the cards and you play as those guys, for those who don't know, and when you play in Ultimate Team, like an on-form or an in-form Messi's like a 99.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why people are so happy when they get those.
Right, and they see the reactions on YouTube and they freak the fuck out.
So we're going to give our TYTSports FIFA 16 predicted ratings, I think. So I think that for me, the first one obviously on the list there, Lionel Messi. If you can, 93 seems to be the maximum at the moment. He's outdone himself from last year, so it would only be right to give him a 94. Rating based on this year.
It's not going to get, it can't go higher than that.
But if you give him a 94 and you maybe put Cristiano up to a 93 or a 92 because he's still got to stay close together. You don't want a World War III happening over FIFA ratings.
No.
It could happen.
No, I think they're going to still be tied.
No.
To start off FIFA 16, I think they will be, and then depending on what happens with the season that they go out, I think Messi and Ronaldo are 93s.
I mean, in the way you break it down, if you look at the ratings...
Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or. Don't forget, that's going to have a major effect on the rating.
And don't get me wrong, in another fantastic season for Ronaldo, outdoing himself in terms of goal scoring. But I just think that overall, I think that Messi, it needs to be differentiated, that he needs to be at least one small rating, but that one small rating will cause a lot of controversy.
One small rating for man.
One big rating for Lionel Messi.
For mankind.
That was a great one.
You guys are on fire today.
We are on point. So, sticking with Barcelona, Neymar, I think in the last game, believe me, was
below an 87. Below an 87 right now.
He's below the 87 basically on the mark. So we're looking through all of our papers from it, of everyone. So we're going to talk about the players that need to be increased in their ratings, and we'll definitely have to talk about players that need to fall from grace. Fuck out! 88 this FIFA. I'm talking about that because it's absurd, but he will drop down.
A fall from grace, but I don't think it's going to be an unfair. I joked and said, like, he'll be like a 67.
No, I would see him being more of like an 84.
Right.
You'll still be enough that you can use him, but not enough that he's still considered one of the... In FIFA 14, he was unbelievable. Right. I would go Colombia and just launch it in from anywhere, and he would win it in the air because his aerial ability is phenomenal. And now that he's got his fresh haircut, maybe it'll go back up. I've mentioned his haircut in every single...
Contrarily...
I mean, we've been talking a lot about hair.
It's a lot of... It's welcome to TYT hair. Contrarily to Falcao falling from grace, besides Bala going up to a 93, who else do you think will be making a big jump?
Paul Pogba should be up, I think, around... In terms of a midfielder, you look at someone like Schweinsteiger, who in the game's like an 88. That needs to be Pogba for me now. He's encompassed what it is to be an outstanding midfielder in every aspect of his game. His physical presence, his passing ability, his goal-scoring ability. 87, 88 for me. Suarez, I think, needs to maybe be at 90.
90.
90. I think, like,
get a little bump
No,
up.
I think you need to be 90. When you've got the guys like Zlatan who are at 90, Neuer still be the best goalkeeper in the game. Maybe De Gea is up there to an 89 or a 90 as well. It's so hard to differentiate because it goes season by season.
will not be. They only give like 5 players a 90. There's no way De Gea's going to be maybe an 89.
FIFA are not as I don't know. They're not as generous as what they should be with the ratings, and depending on that season alone, because you can only judge it on that season.
I want to know what goes into there's got to be some sort of
probably it's
bribes.
Yeah.
Wait, if we're talking FIFA.
Bribes.
Yeah, if we're talking
Sepp
FIFA.
Blatter probably judges it based on who he likes better at the moment. So, yeah.
So then if that were the case, then Ronaldo would not be up top.
You don't think so? You don't think Ronaldo would give him an extra 20,000?
Oh, maybe.
Can you pick me the same as Messi, please? I need to be. My son's playing FIFA.
He
needs
would
to be able
never
to do the
pay.
same
His
thing.
son loves Messi.
He would never pay. Oh, yeah. Do you remember that?
Fact.
Yeah, he wanted to.
There was a little video of them meeting. His son was a little
was cute.
intimidated. That was cute.
Yeah.
He said Ronaldo said in his native tongue, translated to English
Portuguese?
it's Portuguese. Thank you. I wasn't sure exactly what it was because he was speaking to Messi, so I don't know if they would maybe
talk Spanish.
They obviously know a lot of different languages and they play in La
both
Liga, so
speak. I can understand both. I
both.
imagine.
What translated to English was he was joking with his son and he said, "Oh, now you get quiet when you finally meet him, but
Yeah.
you talk about him all the time."
Yeah.
That's right.
Nice.
So that goes into consideration when
That
you
goes into,
do
that
FIFA
goes into
rankings.
consideration. Robin van Persie's on this list at 88. A very sporadic season in terms of his injuries, in terms of goals, in terms of consistency. Down you go,
You're
mate.
missing your boy, Eden Hazard.
84. Eden Hazard, 90. Absolutely. 91, maybe.
Premier.
91.
Whoa. Bold
He's,
statements.
for me, he's in the top 5 best players in the world. We talked about this before. Messi, Ronaldo. I still think Suarez is number 3. Neuer, if you're considering goalkeepers, 4, and Eden Hazard. I think he's the 5th best player in the world.
Zlatan, Robben.
No, so Robben's been injured all throughout the season.
I know, but just in general.
So
You can only see
he's at a
him
90. He's
he's
at a
at a
90.
90.
Do you think he remains?
This is what it
How
comes
much
down to.
credibility? How much credibility for what you have done remains in these ratings?
Exactly, because Ribery's at an 88
It's
as well.
a year to
still,
year.
and he's been
I think
injured.
they do it year to year. I think most heavily weighted is the previous year,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then historically. Too.
If you're injured and you haven't shown signs of you decreasing as well as increasing, you're probably going to stay around the
Exactly
same.
the
I
same.
wouldn't imagine Robben would still be in a 90. I think he'd drop to maybe an 88 or an
89.
89. But I think that Hazard absolutely needs to be in there. He's been frighteningly good for Chelsea. He has to go back up to that level. He's probably the more so out of anyone. Is a 88 to a 90 is not exactly the biggest jump, but maybe just in terms. I don't know how much these players look at them and consider, if I'm a 90, am I considered the best players in the world in that realm? Because Neymar will also be one that I would consider going up to that mark as well, based on this season.
And these rankings kind of just remind me of real FIFA rankings,
Yeah.
where there's not a lot of whole rhyme
They're
or
for
reason.
debate.
You know,
What
they're
do you
for
say? Say
debate.
it. What are we here to do, Francis?
We're here to
Ruffle
host.
some
Host.
feathers.
Oh,
Feathers.
ruffle the feathers. Okay, I like to ruffle a lot of feathers. I'm like a person in a chicken farm.
Oh, ruffling feathers.
I thought my Schweinsteiger joke was the worst, but thank God.
We've been the worst jokes ever.
Are
told.
your feathers
ruffled?
ruffled?
Are your feathers ruffled? That's it.
Rustling chickens
You're
or
on deck to
ruffling?
make a bad
No
joke.
idea.
It was. I
please
was close.
prepare.
I was
So, on this
What about like
Champions
the
League
offshoot
season-
guy? Like what about the offshoot guys? I don't want not offshoot, but like Marco Royce.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know who you're
Dortmund?
missing.
Who-
I know who you're missing. All the women that got added to this list. FIFA
Great,
16.
well done.
You know, the viewers. I'm sure there's a large portion
Dope
of
trailer.
viewers that are out here that are male, and either some of you probably support women being part of FIFA 16, but based on social media's response, I'm going to say that there are a lot of men that were pissed off that women got included in FIFA 16.
Shockingly mad.
Sure.
Shockingly mad.
Pathetically mad.
Pathetically
actually.
mad.
So I've got a couple of points that just to clear up on that. So there's an audience out there that live and breathe FIFA. A lot of them make money from FIFA. One of them is our friend, the True Jordan. I want to defend his aspect of it, in which he was saying that there's a lot of things that FIFA have to change, and they tipped this announcing women in the game as the biggest decision. They never said what it was. They just said there's a big decision coming to fix the game, to make it a lot better. This is an unbelievably good decision to make this game, because you're going to attract a whole different audience now for them in terms of a market standpoint. But there is a lot of flaws in the game that these people who live and breathe the game want fixed. They need the Ultimate Team to be changed. They need the servers to be fixed, because far too many times is the servers cut out. These are all technical issues that people who are FIFA diehards wanted to see. They wanted to know that their game is going to be fixed for the better. Now, I think this is unreal, because this is going to include a lot of girls out there. I know you might love the game in general, but they might not have wanted to play FIFA before because it's considered a man's sport for FIFA, the game. This is going to attract a different audience. I think it's a great step.
This is a huge, huge nod to just really fixing something that's been needing to be fixed, not only just in gaming, but in sports in general. Sports, soccer, generally related to masculinity. Now, we're right at the beginning of FIFA Women's World Cup. It's going on right now in Canada. USA took their first victory over Australia. Alex Morgan is not just a national United States star, she's an international star right now. There are little girls all over the world, teenagers, women that really look up to these sporting heroes and really appreciate the style of women's soccer. And this is a huge addition. This is a huge announcement for FIFA, not just for FIFA, but for women in sports and women in gaming and just women in life.
It's amazing to think how many years we've had women's sports and we've never had a game like FIFA, never had
the comments, the feedback that I read that I just thought were hilarious were just like, you know, why do women have to come and ruin everything that's ours? You know, I've read stupid stuff so like that. Like, yeah, so just ignorant. And really, it's just an opportunity to expand. If you don't want to play with the women, don't play with the women. Yeah. No big deal.
I'm definitely playing with the women.
I'm playing with the women.
Are you kidding me? There'll be beauties with Alex Morgan from at least 65 out.
You just want to do that so you can see a computerized Alex Morgan celebrate and have your dreams come true.
Yes.
Too bad Brandy Chastain isn't still in the game, you know? Like,
and don't forget, especially in this country, in the United States, Mia Hamm was and possibly still is the most popular, even though she doesn't play anymore or retired, the most popular woman or man associated with soccer in this country for a long time. And the 1999 Women's World Cup, the 1999 Women's World Cup was the most viewed soccer event ever in the United States at the moment. So it really, women set the pace of soccer in this country, and it will remain.
Because the US men's team will never make a World Cup final, so I'm sorry to say that.
I can't say never. I can't say never. I disagree.
I don't know. In my
We're
lifetime.
getting there.
We're getting
there.
Of course not. Scotland's never going to make it. But so this is the last
of course
point.
not.
The last thing I wanted to state is, in terms of their ratings, some people had the theory around, like, was asking online, like, how are they going to be rated in this game? Because they can't be rated in, if they're rated in the same way as everyone else is rated, including the men's sport, like, where is their ratings going to differentiate? Are they going to be in the 70s or the 60s? Not saying that they're not as good as everyone else. Are they going to have their own rating?
They should have their
exactly. They should be in the 90s.
They're going to be in the 90s.
So who's going to be the 90 for the women's? Alex Morgan? Is she going to be in the 90?
No, she's been injured, so we can't start off at 90.
Hope Solo will probably
we got to go with Wambach. Hope Solo is undeniably the best goalkeeper in the world. And she made 2 incredible saves.
Christina Perez scored yesterday in the Women's World Cup.
Yeah, Marta is going to be up there.
The best, I would say, in terms of, she's got to have at least a 90 for heading.
Nasid from France, she's incredible. I mean, this is a perfect time to talk about ratings, because we're about to see some of the best soccer in the world, but it's going to be at the Women's World Cup in Canada. So, you know, you guys can all start kind of debating on who's going to be the highest ranking. I'm going to Vancouver. I'm going to the final.
Good job. Can I get
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
It went from I'm going to the final to.
No, I feel that confidence. See, it manifests.
Yeah.
Geometrically, where are they
I
located?
went to the men's final and I didn't have a ticket until the day before.
The men's what?
World Cup final.
When was that? Oh, you went to the Men's World Cup in Brazil? I thought you meant the Men's World Cup is in US were playing. I was like, what?
I went to the World Cup final, Argentina versus Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, it was there.
Nice.
So,
great job.
Why shouldn't I be able to?
I'm really jealous right now.
Yeah.
Really jealous. Well, we know that in terms of the women's ratings, the German women's national team will probably. I didn't know what she meant. I thought she meant she went to a US Men's World Cup final. I was like, what?
There's no such thing.
Did you play it in FIFA?
No.
Did you reduce the rating to amateur because that's what you need to get through? Burn!
Hater.
Here I am.
Hater.
Digging my hole.
Hater.
Digging my hole in the country that I want to live. Don't kick me out.
I'm hungry.
Subscribe.
Can we get done with the clip?
USA, USA.